Hey guys, I'm Pop Daddy. This is the channel where we talk about and discuss all things pop culture. Continuing on with our Wellington Lord of the Rings locations, today we are going to talk about Harcourt Park and Poets Park, and that is the Gardens of Isengard and the River Anduin. Alright, so now I've driven about 45 minutes out of Wellington City and I've come to a little place called Poets Park. Now, Poets Park was used for the River Anduin. It was one of either 4 or 5 rivers that was used for the River Anduin, and this one here was used for the close-ups. Just because the water's shallow, so if an actor fell in, it wouldn't be hazardous. This is also where they did some of the scale work with the scale models. It looks slightly different nowadays than what it did back in, 20 years ago? But that's to be expected. Looks like a beautiful day here on the Hutt River. Here I am at Poets Park, like I said, one of the locations used for the River Anduin. Now, a couple of funny things that I can tell you is firstly, when we see Legolas close up in one of the elven boats, it's in this river, of course. Like I said, this is where they did the close-ups for the River Anduin. So when he's looking out, he's looking at, hearing the sound of the Uruk-hai that Saruman has sent. On location, however, he is actually looking at the traffic going past. So over there, that is one of the Wellington motorways. Now also, on this location here, this is also where Aragorn thinks he hears something as well. Now, one of the funny things is, in the background of that image is something that should not be there. I will show you what that is. Alright guys, so we're at Harcourt Park. It's pretty cool. This path here was the path that Gandalf and Saruman walked down, and that was prior to Saruman trying to convince Gandalf to join with Sauron's army, and after, of course, Gandalf arrives to Isengard. So this here is where Ian McKellen and Christopher Lee walked down, talking about the ring being under Gandalf's nose. And this here is known as the Gardens of Isengard. Alright, so this part here of Harcourt Park was where Gandalf rode in. He rode in that way. He was actually riding to some blue mats that they obviously digitally imposed to become Orthanc. I believe it was 4th step and above was CGI, including Christopher Lee. 4 steps down was real. So obviously Christopher Lee was real in that moment. Ian McKellen didn't like riding horses, so stunt double rode in for him. This is also where they had the orc trees, when the orcs are pulling down the trees, and for that they basically had them on hinges. So every time an orc pulled it down, they were able to bring it back up, pull it down, bring it back up, that kind of thing, so on and so forth. So that there, my dear friends, is Harcourt Park. Now just down here, I can't remember exactly where because I've only been there to the location once, is if you remember Aragorn, he gets topped off a cliff by one of the warg riders. Now he's there unconscious and his horse Brego comes over to him, smooches him, and that's where he just slowly gets on the horse and rides back to Helm's Deep. That was done down here. The whole smooching of the horse with Brego and Aragorn was on this location here. Like I said, I can't remember the exact one, but if you are watching this video hoping to come to Wellington to see the locations for yourself, that is on Gemstone Drive here in Birchville, Upper Hutt. Awesome, so hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. Tomorrow we will be continuing on with the Wellington filming locations, and we will be talking about Kaitoki Regional Park, which was used for scenes in the Two Towers as well as Rivendell. And I've been Pop Daddy. If you like it, subscribe it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright team, real quickly, just want to give a quick couple of shout outs to some people that have helped me with this video, whether it be references or actually helped me. So the first one's for Jack Mashila. Thank you very much for assisting with some photos that you had and allowing me to use them in these location videos. Of course, can't forget Ian Brody in the location guidebooks. I mean, they've been major helps. And of course, talking about Ian Brody, he's got that new app, remember he spoke about in last week's interview, Set Jitters. So I've been using that as well. It's a major help. If you're looking at film locations and stuff, then download Set Jitters. It is free and it can tell you what's around your area, if there is anything, and you can search by movie, city, or location, which is pretty damn cool. So once again, massive thank you to Jack, Ian, Set Jitters.